Here we are then, match day number 16. We're getting to the business end of this season. First up, it's the Molyneux for that of Wolverhampton Wanderers hosting Arsenal. Wolverhampton could go second place today with a good result. For Arsenal, they could maintain the top of the table. That is unless Crystal Palace can fend well against Liverpool coming up later today. Arsenal and Crystal Palace tied 25 points apiece. This could very well be a game where Arsenal lose points if they're not careful. Let's see what'll happen. And it will be the Gunners getting us underway to begin things off here. 3 match days to go. Just a quick look at the games we do have coming up today. Next up, Ipswich Town host Manchester United. Southampton will host Wrexham, and Liverpool will host Crystal Palace. Marcus Rashford, Mohamed Kudus, already it's an early one. Well, Arsenal strike quickly here. Kevin De Bruyne to Rashford, and Mohamed Kudus, I think, was it deflected off the defender? That's exactly what's happened. I think it might go down as an own goal. No, it does get credited to Kudus. Deflection there from the defender, and it's 1-0 to Arsenal in the early minutes. Let's see if Wolverhampton can strike back. Wolverhampton last time out won 2-0 against Manchester United. Arsenal had the bye. And Crystal Palace beat Ipswich 2-1, and Arsenal already again with Gabriel Martinelli looking forwards. Jurrien Timber has Kevin De Bruyne. Here's Marcus Rashford. Rashford's got a couple of men forward here. Mohamed Kudus tackled. James Maddison has Kai Havertz out wide to Malaysia. Once again, let's look at the league table here. Arsenal and Crystal Palace tied on points, 25 apiece. Arsenal ahead by a lot on goal differential. Crewe Alexandra third, 22 points, although they have the bye week this time out. Wolverhampton here in fourth, Wrexham fifth, both at 21 points. Wolverhampton ahead on goal difference. Manchester United at 17 points in sixth. Southampton and Ipswich tied at 15 apiece as the shot collected by Flecken. Southampton and Ipswich tied at 15 points apiece. Southampton ahead on goal differential, and Liverpool at 6 points. Matter of fact, one of the first points that Liverpool did pick up this season was against Crystal Palace, where they tied. That was the reverse fixture. And it looks like it's going to be a free kick here to Wolverhampton. Oh, no, to Arsenal, rather. Timber's going to get this one well up the field. It's going to be another free kick here. I think this one going the way of Arsenal again. I think is Fernandez gone over the top of Gabriel Martinelli, or something or another has happened there. Another free kick for Arsenal. So this will be Martin Odegaard to take. Cross swung into Joelinton, headed away for the time being. William Saliba to Gabriel Martinelli. As De Bruyne has Mohamed Kudus. That one's going to be out for a corner. And Kevin De Bruyne will take the corner. Arsenal have already had their bye week. Crystal Palace will serve theirs in match day 18. So Palace only have 2 games left. And they'll need to do some good next time out as well against that of Wrexham. Big game there. It's Kai Havertz moving forward now. Havertz! And Kai Havertz, the man who recently, Say, has put forward for that of Wolverhampton, and he's made this game level. A good through ball there from the outside. He's actually got Flecken at the far post, being at the 6-yard box. Little surprised Flecken couldn't have gotten better to that, but a good shot nonetheless, and 1-1 the score. Keep in mind, Matchday 17, Arsenal play Crew Alexandra. Should be a good game. That Crew Alexandra squad, no joke. There's Gabriel Martinelli. Inwards to Rashford. Joelinton back to Rashford to Joelinton again. There's Rashford as Odegaard. Odegaard, if he could get past Konate here, not tackled. There's Madison. Inwards to Fernandez and to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz being had that starting forward spot since the trade. Crystal Palace that sent Cody Gakpo over to Selhurst Park. It's Fernandez to Salah. It's tackled by Joelinton. And now Gabriel Martinelli. That's Rashford. Rashford can't get past Virgil van Dijk that time. Pass intercepted. Back with Arsenal. Mohamed Kudus. Kudus has Odegaard in the center to De Bruyne. Martinelli trying to find his way forwards as well. James Maddison pressuring well. Joelinton to Kudus. Rashford has a go, out for a goal kick. Off the woodwork at the near post. Kudus, back to Joelinton in midfield. Wan-Bissaka to Kudus. Inwards to, well, he tried to get it to Joelinton. Intercepted by Havertz. And now has Madison to Fernandez. Here's Mohamed Salah. Salah trying to get past Malaysia, can't do it. Flecken will have to get rid of it here. De Bruyne to Odegaard and back to Joelinton. 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Early one from Arsenal off the deflection. Kai Havertz scoring about 20 minutes after that or so. And it's Havertz again to Madison. Back to Havertz. Havertz to Fernandez. Madison. At the touchline, Malaysia does well. Here's Martinelli. As Marcus Rashford. May have Kudus if he can loft it over the top. He'll try to play it through. He's got Odegaard as well, Kudus. Kudus can't get past Van Dijk. No foul called. Well, that pass deflected off the boot of Kudus that time. Up for a throw. Less than 5 minutes remain. Probably 2 at a time would be my guess. Madison, Fernandez. It's Virgil van Dijk. Intercepted. Actually, no, well, tackled that time. There's Rashford. Mohamed Kudus now to De Bruyne. And tackled. See how much added time we get. Yeah, still assuming 2 minutes. There it is. Mohamed Salah. May have Kai Havertz here. Inwards to Salah. Mohamed Salah now at the near post. If he can find a shot, he may have it. Through the legs of Flecken and in. Well, I think Salah's gotten a little bit lucky with that finish. But it's 2-1 to Arsenal nonetheless. Here it is again. Salah's been given the space at the near post. He's tried to go through the legs of Flecken. He's actually gotten a halfway decent touch to it. I'm afraid to... Not enough to... He's actually gotten him on the left cheek then. Well, I'm afraid for Arsenal, having scored in the 4th minute, then conceding twice unanswered, they're going to go into halftime of the deficit. And with Palace playing Liverpool later today, a game where you'd expect a squad of Palace's stature to pick up the 3 points. Arsenal at risk of losing out here. 2-1 at halftime. As Wolverhampton Wanderers score twice, Kai Havertz and Mohamed Salah. And Arsenal go into the break down. Arsenal's had more possession, that sounds about right. So far, Kai Havertz, best player on the pitch for Wolverhampton at least. That looks about right. Goal and assist for him. Good game so far. And second half underway. I think for Arsenal, they just got to play a little bit more aggressively in midfield. Also got to find some better passing in the attacking third. Haven't really found that. You know, every time they kind of get themselves into a good position, they just can't quite get themselves around Virgil van Dijk and the coinciding defenders. Mohamed Kudus. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Well, they have Kudus through here behind Andrew Robertson. Robertson, a good tackle. First action of the day that Andrew Robertson has had. Havertz intercepted. Well, Arsenal trying to look forward here. Martinelli on the far side. Rashford choosing to stay with it. Martinelli is onside. Trying to get round Van Dijk. It's Martinelli, and it's the equalizer. Well, Martinelli, little surprised he was able to get round the big Dutchman of Virgil van Dijk that easily, as well as Nick Pope. Nick Pope, who's been a flawless keeper pretty much all season, you'd have to think could have gotten a little bit more on that.
Goal for Arsenal, number 11, Gabriel Martinelli.
2-2 the score at the Molineux. Salah to Robertson. And it'll be Martinelli tackling. Andrew Robertson playing high up the pitch now. This is what they'll do. They'll kind of invert around the pitch. They'll have Robertson play up. They'll have Kai Havertz drop back. That's what we saw in the game last time out. They did win that game, 2-0 against Manchester United. Had Christian Eriksen come up the pitch now. He's the sole forward. Yep, they'll have Kai Havertz coming to the back. That pass gets past him. Rashford versus Virgil van Dijk. Rashford trying to find a way to turn. Good tackle. Luis Diaz on the left now. That's Fernandez. Tackled by Joe Linton. Now is Mohamed Kudus. Kai Havertz in support. Good tackle from Havertz. Well, gets it to Luis Diaz. I thought Joe Linton was going to beat him to it. Going to throw in here. And a substitution being made. It's going to be that of Christian Eriksen being replaced by Arnaut Danjuma. Good replacement that. I think Eriksen, good player in his own right, doesn't have the pace to really work his way around the Arsenal defense. That's a good substitution, that. Kai Havertz at the touchline under pressure. Up for an Arsenal throw. It's Wan-Bissaka. As Jolinton. Kudus. Kevin De Bruyne to Odegaard. Martin Odegaard now tackled well by Konate. Now Andrew Robertson has James Maddison. Was tackled by De Bruyne in midfield. Martinelli trying to get it to Rashford. Overhit. That pass intercepted by Jolinton. Now Kudus has it again, but he's tackled by, I believe that was Martinez. And 20 minutes remain. There's Danjuma. Can't get past the defender then. It was Saliba. I think Wolverhampton slightly on the back foot since conceding the second goal. Arsenal look very apt to score. Looks as if they've brought Kai Havertz back up forward. a good place. I think Kai Havertz actually was playing halfway decently there at the back, trying to keep pace with Mohamed Kudus, but he's more worthwhile up the pitch than behind it. They've called Andrew Robertson back to the left side in defence. There's Rashford, to Joelinton, to Kevin De Bruyne. Virgil van Dijk trying to pressure him here. Kevin De Bruyne finds Martinelli to De Bruyne again. De Bruyne, the shot saved by Pope, and out for a corner. Yeah, good shot then. Little surprised Van Dijk's actually allowed him to have that opportunity. And Kevin De Bruyne is going to be called short. It'll be Luis Diaz versus Kevin De Bruyne on the side. De Bruyne is going to find Kudus. Kudus versus Van Dijk, and Van Dijk will tackle well. Now it's Luis Diaz. Now it's Mohamed Salah. 10 minutes remain now. And Salah, can he get past Malaysia on the right side? He's got Diaz inward. Sorry, that's Madison. He's got Kai Havertz. Havertz tackled by William Saliba. And Arsenal can catch their breath for the time being. Good passing here by Arsenal. Can't quite find a way forward, being slightly patient with it. Five minutes to go here, roughly. I think we're only going to see probably another 2 minutes added time. Even that might be a bit much. There's Joelinton. Joelinton may have Rashford here. Konate trying to move inwards, tackled by Robertson, and Konate does get rid of it, but it will fall to the feet of Wan-Bissaka. Here's Joelinton. And a good tackle then by Luis Diaz, and now Kai Havertz has it. Tackled by Joelinton, though. And Arsenal still moving forward. When I say that, they've immediately passed backwards. It's Havertz to Diaz. Luis Diaz might have a way through here. Nope, Joelinton does well to get in front of it. I think for Arsenal to walk away with just a sole point here would be unacceptable to them at this stage in the competition. 2 minutes added time, with Malaysia moving forwards. As Martinelli to Odegaard, tackled by Van Dijk. That may do it, unless Madison will have an attack, and no, he won't. 2-2, the final score here at the Molineux. That's a result that Crystal Palace would have been hoping for. For Arsenal, well, they'll at least still have 2 more games after this one to make up for it. For Wolverhampton, good game. But I think they could have used the win just as much. Here we are then, ladies and gentlemen, match number 2 of Matchday number 16. It's Ipswich Town hosting Manchester United. Big game here for either of these two squads. Both of them could make some serious moves in the table today with a good result. Manchester United need 3 points to get themselves back into the contention for the top half of the table. Ipswich Town could find themselves even up to 6th place with a win here. Big game for these two sides. Of course, Manchester United could go up to 20 points. That'll actually keep them in 6th, should they win. Ipswich could go up to 18. That'll put them in 6th. Of course, they're behind Southampton at the moment via goal difference. That's going to depend on the Southampton versus Wrexham fixture later today. Slightly a surge in the second half here by Ipswich. They've definitely come alive more with the couple of moves that they did make. And it's Harvey Barnes inwards to Darwin Nunez, to Jadon Sancho versus Gomez here, trying to shrug Gomez off the ball, off of his defensive opportunity, and United do end up with it. Reminder, coming up next, we do have live from St. Mary's Stadium, Southampton versus Wrexham. Here's Gomez, Rodri, to Paqueta. Robinson to Paqueta again. There's Rodri. Cancelo. Can't get past... who's that midfield? Rico Henry now. Rico Henry here may have space. He's got to get past James first and does. It's Barnes. And a good tackle by Josko Gvardiol, the Croatian defender. That's Dominik Szoboszlai, the Hungarian, moving forwards. As Robinson on the left side. Backwards to Gomez. Paqueta. Paqueta may have some room in the midfield here. It's Cancelo. Dominik Szoboszlai. Timo Werner. Well, he's going to be offside. Yeah, he's made that that run there well early, hasn't he? Not a difficult decision at all from Lino. Rodri's actually going to end up with the kick then from Raya, and United moving forward. It's Cancelo. Oh, he's trying it with the lace. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Well, goal of the year candidate perhaps from Cancelo. Unbelievable finish. He's done it from distance as well, hasn't he? Oh my goodness, how do you even attempt an opportunity like that? He's done it with the laces as well. Properly brilliant. Sorry, I'm going to pause just a minute. I think I might need to make that the thumbnail for this week's video. I mean, come on. Absolutely ridiculous from Cancelo. I actually don't know how I'm going to make this a thumbnail, tell you the truth. Sorry, don't mind me. Yeah, that'll do. Fantastic. And we're back underway. Cancelo with one of the best goals you'll see this season. Contenders with Cucurella's volley. Christopher Nkunku's lace shot like that as well. He pulled off well early in the season. Well, United go up 1-0 early. And in incredible fashion as well. McAllister may have Sancho through here. Versus Robinson. There's Darwin Nunez. Nunez can't get past. Oh, it's a rugby scrum. It's going to end up at the feet of Jadon Sancho. It's up for a corner, but Darwin Nunez is down. Well, they've not stopped the game for the injury here, so I believe he's going to continue playing. Total rugby scrum for the ball then. Ends up at the feet of Jadon Sancho. We've had a shot. Yeah, Darwin Nunez does apparently have an injury. He's calling for a substitute. You can see him. He's waving his arms in the air, but it's Darwin Nunez. As Harvey Barnes is tackled. There's Timo Werner to Haaland. As Robinson. Oh, intercepted. Tackled by Gvardiol. So whatever injury it is that Nunez has, it is quite hampering him here, visibly. Richarlison has Jadon Sancho. Nunez doesn't appear too hurt for the time being. Still looks slightly slow on acceleration. If he gets a moment where he stands still, we'll be able to see what part of his body he actually ends up holding. I believe it's that left knee. Whatever it is, he's decided to carry on. He has asked for a substitution. Whether or not one's going to be on the way, we'll have to wait and see for the next time the ball goes out of play. Jadon Sancho is tackled off the ball. It's Timo Werner inwards to Rodri. There's Robinson. Harvey Barnes trying to get there to Dominic Szoboszlai. There's Haaland. Haaland to Paqueta on the half volley, and it's in. And it'll be a second for Manchester United. Well, two stunning goals then for United in the first half. Not much else you could ask for. Haaland with it then. The pass kind of chipped upwards on his right foot, and he was able to take it on the half volley on his left. Brilliant footwork then to actually be able to get the shot off that well. And he's decided to roll on the ground a couple of times. Darwin Núñez has stayed on the pitch here. Well, Ipswich down 2-0. It's not exactly what they were hoping for, considering they could have gone up to at least maybe 6th place today, leapfrogging United if they would have taken the win. It's Kieran Trippier to Akanji. McAllister to Declan Rice. Rice to Sancho, back to Rice, back to Gabriel. McAllister. It's Declan Rice. There's Barnes. Barnes always, I think he's maybe trying to get it to Richarlison on the far post. Pass was either overhit behind to Darwin Núñez or underhit to Richarlison. But it might be with Erling Haaland now, unless Akanji can get with it. And Erling Haaland muscling his way through here. There's something we don't see very often, and United puts it away. Erling Haaland makes it 3-0. I hate to say it, it's actually one of the rare goals from Erling Haaland this season. He's gone straight forward then. He's not ended up with a clever pass inwards. He's taken it by himself. He's able to get past Akanji, past Kieran Trippier as well. 3-0 to Manchester United. That's going to do it for the first half. United put away 3 on the host Ipswich Town. Erling Haaland, great finish. Lucas Paqueta and Joao Cancelo as well. Joao? I don't know how to pronounce it. But either way, Manchester United go up at the break. Well, Ipswich have more possession. Just the one shot for them, though. Yeah, both Haaland and Paqueta appearing as the best players so far for United. It'll go down to Alexis McAllister for Ipswich for the time being. And it will be United getting us back underway. Tackled by Jadon Sancho. It'll now be McAllister. Here's Darwin Núñez, who has stayed on despite being injured in the first half. Oh, it's Barnes. Barnes to Darwin Núñez. Núñez trying to work inwards. Darwin Núñez saved by Anderson. Good save. And it'll be Alexis McAllister with the corner. Swung in. Jadon Sancho out for a goal kick. Halfway decent effort from Sancho then. He's hit the side netting, I'm afraid. Slightly hit it with the back of his head. short to Cancelo. It's now Paqueta. Tackled by, well, I was going to say tackled by Declan Rice. It's actually still with United here. It's Timo Werner. Werner to Paqueta. To Erling Haaland. Tackled by Gabriel. Now it's Richarlison. They have a way forward here. Oh, he's got Darwin Núñez. Can't get in behind Gomez. But at least Ipswich moving forward here. It's Rice. Richarlison now. Richarlison doesn't want to shoot. He'll have it that time, but saved by Ederson again. And a big hesitation from Richarlison there. One that you don't typically see. Yeah, good save at the near post by Ederson. Not going to have any difficulty with that one, I'm afraid. And it'll be McAllister again with the corner. Corner swung in. Jadon Sancho again, headed back into play. And oh, look at this. Oh, I tell you what. Bit of a lengthy header then from Harvey Barnes. Oh, Erling Haaland's actually headbutted them, hasn't he? That would surely be a concussion in real life. He's gotten away with it because we're in a video game, naturally, but geez. It's about the last person I'd want to receive a head strike from is Erling Haaland. Fair effort there from that far out. Probably a good 16, 17 yards out. It's Rodri. But Timo Werner will pick it up, but it's tackled. And now it's Darwin Núñez. Plays it back in the midfield. We'll have McAllister. Back to Núñez. There's Rice. Back to Núñez again. Declan Rice to Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho trying to get round Robinson. Good tackle. And United with it again. Here's Erling Haaland. That's Paqueta to Timo Werner. Tries to loft it over the top to Haaland. Haaland will head it backwards. And it's Rodri to Paqueta. Oh, tries it on the heel. That's a brilliant pass. Erling Haaland now. Tackled well by Kieran Trippier. And I believe that's Declan Rice who ends up getting it away. There's Josko Gvardiol. Timo Werner. Has Haaland here. If he can get past Gabriel, he may have a shot. Can't do it. Richarlison has Núñez. Núñez tackled. Robinson to Dominic Szoboszlai. Back to Robinson, and now back to James. There's Barnes with it in midfield. May have space here. Will choose to go out wide. He's got Darwin Núñez close in support. As Núñez. Darwin Núñez tackled by Gomez. 20 minutes remain. Well, back with it is McAllister. And tries to do a little bit too much with it. Paqueta. Here's Cancelo to Robinson. Robinson now looking forward, may have some room here at the top of the 18. Moving in, the shot off the woodwork. Got to get rid of it. Falls to the feet of Timo Werner, and it's in for a fourth. And calamity at the goal line for Ipswich Town. Well, there's no other real way to say it, but that is both salt and orange juice in the wounds there. Gabriel, oh, such a calamity. It's off the woodwork initially. Ends up at the feet of Gabriel. He wants to clear it, but Werner swoops in. Basketball fans will notice Jose Alvarado, and they'll think of that with Timo Werner putting in the fourth for Manchester United.
Number 14, Timo Werner.
And 15 minutes remain, and now Erling Haaland with Dominic Szoboszlai now. Back to Haaland. It's Robinson. To Szoboszlai. Back to Robinson. Here's Timo Werner, perhaps looking for his second. Can't get past the defender. Oh, back in the feet for United here. It's Dominic Szoboszlai. There's Robinson to Haaland. Erling Haaland to Paqueta, and a fifth for United. Lucas Paqueta, his second of the game. Well, I'm afraid when you allow them that much space inwards, they're going to strike. Haaland tried to work inwards. Turned, found Paqueta, all on his lonesome. David Raya actually reacts well, but he's tried to save it with his foot rather than diving towards it with his hands. 5-0 for Manchester United. And still 10 minutes remain. Well, it's McAllister moving forwards now. Back to Rice. There's McAllister to Barnes. To Rice. To Richarlison. Richarlison trying to move forwards now. Has Nunez middle. And Gomez gets it away for the time being. There's James to Robinson. Back to James. And back to Robinson. There's Rodri. Rodri trying to move forwards now. Has Szoboszlai. Has Haaland. Has Robinson. Robinson can't get past Rico Henry. That was actually a good tackle that time. Richarlison to Darwin Nunez. And backwards to Rice. To Richarlison again. Richarlison may have a way forward here, perhaps, if he can get with it. It's Barnes to Nunez, who's tackled well. And now Dominic Szoboszlai moving forwards. As Haaland. We're going to get a fair bit of added time here, I think. 4 minutes. There's Robinson to Szoboszlai, back to Haaland, back to Szoboszlai again. Back to Haaland. Haaland to Szoboszlai, looking inwards. Szoboszlai's got to get with it here. It's Rodri. Rodri to Szoboszlai again and tackled. Still another minute to play. Perhaps can Jadon Sancho get up the pitch and get somewhat of a consolation goal for Ipswich Town. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. 5-0 for Manchester United. What a fixture it is for them. For Ipswich Town, that's about the last thing that they expected and hoped for. The club that has had a couple of halfway decent fixtures, albeit they lost to Palace last time out 2-1. Well, we're on a couple of game win streak, and it's got to end at the hands of the Red Devils. Lucas Paqueta, the brace today, fantastic for him. And fantastic for Manchester United, who leave Ipswich Town 5-0 victors. Well, here it is then, St. Mary's Stadium. Penultimate fixture of matchday number 16. Southampton host Wrexham. Big fixture this for Wrexham, as they can get themselves up to that third place spot with a win here. As for Southampton, they could actually get themselves all the way up to 6th if they're able. I say all the way, it's only a 1-spot difference. Actually, that's just not even true. United winning. Well, Southampton need a good game here either way. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Wrexham in the white and green. Southampton in the red and white. It's Heung-min Son. Oh, look at this. 2nd minute of the game. And it's Heung-min Son. Well, how about this then? Southampton hear the opening whistle and say, I'll have that. Let me in there, Heung-min Son, and he's put away a brilliant finish past Martinez early. Well, Martinez almost got a touch on it, in fairness. But still, I mean, that is early. Well, incredibly enough, Southampton up. Well, thinking for a squad like Wrexham here, who, you know, I think realistically on the back foot in the championship race, 21 points, 4 points behind Arsenal entering today. Arsenal, having drew level with Wolverhampton, puts them at 26 points, so a 5-point difference. Wrexham need to walk away with all 3 here. If they don't, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. It's Matty Cash versus that of, it was Jack Grealish in the corner. It's Bruno Fernandes now versus Nathan Ake. Ake tackles well. And now it's Lukaku to Thomas Partey. Partey to Sterling. Sterling's got Lukaku out wide. Lukaku will stay on here. Romelu Lukaku tackled by Diogo Dalot. And now Phil Foden trying to move upwards. Well, he'll actually go backwards to Martinez first, who will play it back to Dalot. It's Thiago to Phil Foden. It's Bruno Fernandes now. Can he find a way inwards? He's got Nkunku. Fernandes. Phil Foden working in. Shot saved by Pickford. And Fernandes to take the corner here. It was called Nkunku close. There's Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw to Thiago Silva. Shot saved. Well, it's going to be a free kick here on the way of Southampton. I believe it was handball that time from Thiago, who in with the 50-50 there, probably hit it with his arm. Nathan Ake is going to play this one long to the far side with Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku now to Thomas Partey, to Silva. Silva trying to work inwards now. Sandro Tonali gets a good touch to it. But it'll be up to Diogo Dalot, who can't get rid of it. Actually, brilliant sliding play there from Fernandes. Actually deflects it over to Phil Foden in midfield. And now Wrexham trying to move forward with Thiago. Did he get past Chilwell? He'll play it back to Foden, back to Thiago. And with Fernandes, and it's tackled away. And now Southampton with Raheem Sterling. Did he get past Thiago Silva? No. It'll be Luke Shaw. Now with Sandro Tonali and back to Shaw. That through ball. If it gets to Phil Foden, might be on here. Oh, good defending. There's Matty Cash to Bukayo Saka. Oh, Bernardo Silva might have an opportunity here if he can skate past Luke Shaw, and he does. Raheem Sterling is in the box waiting for a cross. There's Sterling to Thomas Partey. If he can find a shot, it might be on here. Tackled well by Shaw. Wasn't the prettiest of tackles that, but tackle nonetheless. And Wrexham stay only a goal down for the time being. Remember, coming up next, we got a fantastic game between that of Liverpool hosting Crystal Palace from Anfield. Crystal Palace could go top of the table with 3 points. It's Raheem Sterling to Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku now. Oh, has Raheem Sterling, who's onside, and it's in! And it's a second for Southampton. Would you look at this? I mean, talk about an upset so far. Albeit it's only the first half, but Southampton being up this early 2-0 against a Wrexham squad who has spent time at the top of the table this season. St. Mary's Stadium is loving it.
Goal for the Saints, number 15, Raheem Sterling.
And now, well, I was going to say it was up to Jack Grealish, but I believe it was that Matty Cash dealt with it rather easily. Sandro Tonali to Diogo Dalot to Grealish. Jack Grealish now to Nkunku. Can he get around Chilwell? No, he can't. It'll be Lukaku to Sterling and back to Thomas Partey, back to Son. There's Bernardo Silva. Got some men forward here. It's Lukaku to Sterling, back to Lukaku. And Lukaku can't get past Thiago. It'll be back to Martinez. Luke Shaw to Youri Tielemans now. It's Tonali. Silva taking it the width of the pitch here, only to dump it to Luke Shaw. Grealish looks as if he's actually been called back to midfield. Bit of a bold decision that. It's Nkunku. Foden was actually offside, but was in a good position nonetheless. If he had stayed on, that would have been a great way to play forward on the left side. But now it's Raheem Sterling, who may have room here past Luke Shaw. It's Raheem Sterling trying to work inwards, tackled by Tonali. And a good defensive play that time. Jack Grealish now, next to the touchline, has to get round Heung-min Son. Does to Youri Tielemans, back to Grealish, to Tielemans again. Here's Grealish. Jack Grealish now on the curl. Oh, beautiful finish. Wow, so now we've had really 2 Goal of the Year candidates already here, Matchday 16. Jack Grealish. Well, he's put that in from a good ways away. Beautiful curled finish around Jordan Pickford. Doesn't get much better than that. Wrexham claw it back for the time being, 2-1 the score. And still another 45 minutes of football to come here, once the whistle goes in about a minute and a half's time. There's Heung-min Son. Well, has Bukayo Saka versus Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw actually ends up the victor that time. And that'll do it for the half. So Southampton go up 2-0 early. Jack Grealish gets Wrexham on the board. 2-1 going into the half. Very good display of football this time from a Southampton squad that, well, it has to be said, last time out when they faced Liverpool ended with a 0-0 draw. Failed to show any creativity or attacking presence. And they've done so here against the squad currently occupying 5th place in the table coming into today. Wrexham dominating possession for the time being. Having more shots as well. Southampton just made better on theirs. And Wrexham get us back underway. Surprising first half from Wrexham to be gone down like this. You wouldn't expect it. But I think that having that only 3 in defense for this Wrexham squad does hurt them. I think Sandro Tonali does help having in that central defensive midfielder role, but it's not the same. But it's Nkunku who has Grealish out wide. And Grealish going to bring that one out of play. Substitution being made now. With Youri Tielemans being replaced by Beto. Pickford plays that one rather short to Chilwell. It'll actually provide some height forward now for Wrexham. And Beto commits a foul early into his presence here on the pitch. So it'll be Ben Chilwell on the ball. Plays it close to Thomas Partey. It's Nathan Ake to Silva. Back to Matty Cash. Here's Bukayo Saka. That ball out of play. It's going to be a free kick here. Easy enough for Martinez. Has to come off his line, but no danger. There's Bruno Fernandes back to Tonali. Sandro Tonali now versus Thomas Partey on the left side. Plays to the corner, inwards to Fernandes. Fernandes has Nkunku. If he has space, he might find a shot. Gets back on it somehow, brought down in the box, but no call, and cleared away. And about an hour gone here. Still some time for Wrexham to get this one back in play if they choose to do so. They've been moving well here the past couple of minutes with Phil Foden. Beto, can he get past Dunk? No, he can't. Can't muscle his way around him. Here's Matty Cash to Bukayo Saka. And back to Cash and over to Silva now, to Son. There's Beto. Might be through to Grealish here. Pass slightly under hit. He'll have to work past Matty Cash. Dumps it to Beto. Here's Fernandes. And back to Grealish. Fernandes is onside. Has to get past Bernardo Silva. It's Nkunku. Oh, sorry, that's not Bernardo Silva. It's Nkunku. The shot saved by Pickford. Nicely done. Played short to Chilwell. Phil Foden with a good tackle, and now it's Beto. He's got Nkunku in the middle. Oh, good tackle. And now it's Raheem Sterling. Sterling may have Lukaku through here. Romelu Lukaku muscles Thiago Silva off the ball. Lukaku shot saved. Out for a corner. 20 minutes remain here, and we got a substitute coming on. The Pierre-Emile Højbjerg coming on for Heung-min Son. That ball swung in. There's Romelu Lukaku. Tackled, and it's with Phil Foden. It's Thiago. There's Beto. Inwards to Nkunku. Nkunku may have space. The shot, well, can't get it off. Oh, and he's brought down heavily in the box. Thiago Silva's going to get in the way. Thiago. There's Phil Foden, inwards to Beto. It's Beto moving forwards now versus Ben Chilwell. Beto tackled off the ball. Southampton's got to get it away, and they do. 10 minutes remain now. It's Nathan Ake. There's Silva to Saka. That pass actually tackled or intercepted. And now Jack Grealish moving forwards. It's now Beto. Oh, Nkunku, is he onside? Shot saved either way from Pickford, and Nathan Ake heads it away. Oh, but now at the feet of Thiago again. Back to Diogo Dalot. And to Silva, and to Thiago. Oh, Thiago, if he can get past Nathan Ake. Nope, good tackle from the Dutchman. Romelu Lukaku plays it across field to Bukayo Saka, and it's Silva with it in midfield. Silva, if he can get past Sandro Tonali, he's got a lot of space in front of him. Still working forward to Silva at the touchline. Working to the corner now, and out for a goal kick. And it will be Zaniolo replacing Raheem Sterling here. Great game from Sterling. Wrexham with it in midfield. Still a couple of minutes to go. It's Beto. To Fernandez inwards to Grealish, who's on sides. It's Beto. Oh, swept by Nathan Ake. Referee's going to allow the play to go on. And now it's Thomas Partey. Oh, Thomas Partey with loads of space here, and Romelu Lukaku as well. Lukaku! And a third for Southampton, and that'll certainly do it. Well, you'd have to say, it seemed as if Southampton certainly... It's a tough decision, it really is, because you'd think with the quality of Southampton that they wouldn't be this far down the table. And this is one of the games that proves that they probably should have been much higher up this season, because it's a fantastic display by everybody on the pitch. 3-1 the score. And Wrexham walk away wishing they could have done more. 3 minutes added time. Of course, anything's possible. But you'd have to believe that that's going to do it. But it's Christopher Nkunku now. It's Silva to Thiago. Thiago trying to work forward. Oh, we may have space. Thiago to Nkunku. Nkunku at the near post. Good save again by Pickford. Pickford might be a candidate for man of the match. A lot of saves from him, but 3-1 the score. Southampton get 3 points at home here, much to the dismay of Wrexham, who were looking to re-establish themselves as title contenders. But I'm afraid it's just not going to happen today. Great game from Southampton, one they needed, and one they were absolutely capable of. Well, it's a massive game to end off match day number 16. Liverpool hosting Crystal Palace. Remember, the last time these two teams faced off, it was match day 7. It was a 2-2 draw. Well, today, for Crystal Palace, they could go top of the table for their first time this season doing so if they are able to get 3 points past this Liverpool squad. Liverpool squad does have talent. It'll be no easy contest. But for Crystal Palace, they'll be hoping to walk away with a good result. Matter of fact, they'll be really expecting it. Arsenal drew against Wolverhampton. Crystal Palace will go top of the table by 2 points if they are able to win here, but they'll have to get past Liverpool first. And while we have a minute, let's give you a look at match day number 17. Arsenal hosting Crewe Alexandra, Wolverhampton hosting Ipswich. It'll be Southampton with the bye week. Manchester United hosting Liverpool, and Wrexham hosting Crystal Palace. That'll be Crystal Palace's last game of the season as well. Big game this for them. No guarantee they'll walk away from Wrexham with 3 points, but it's Cody Gakpo to Diogo Jota, having to try to get through here. Tackled well by Diaz. Ivan Perisic to Estupinian, to Perisic, to Wilson. Tackled by Torres, but Wilson, I tell you what, Wilson working well here. And Callum Wilson now versus Raphael Varane. It was a trade that brought Raphael Varane to Selhurst Park for Crystal Palace, and now former teammates battling, and brought down in the box is Callum Wilson, but no call. It was a good tackle from Varane. It's Diogo Jota. Perhaps with space now trying to look forward. He's got Palhinha, he's got Gakpo, he's got Diaby, but it's Cody Gakpo, the Dutchman. Cody Gakpo puts it away for Palace in the 10th minute. Well, that is exactly the beginning into this game that Crystal Palace was hoping for. Cody Gakpo, well-struck shot past Hugo Lloris. Oh, the power on that one. Incredible. 1-0 to Palace. Kulusevski, who in recent games has been dropped down to midfield, replaced by Aberiki Eze on the right side. Eze brought down with a good tackle. It's Cody Gakpo to Diogo Jota. Back to Diaby. Swings inwards. I think he tried to get it to Pau Torres. Ended up at the feet of Raphael Varane. It's Botman to Casemiro. To Diaby back to Casemiro again, to Gonzalo Montiel. It's Cody Gakpo to Diaby. Diogo Jota now, can he get past Diaz? He'll have it at the touchline, back to Diaby, to Cody Gakpo. Gakpo perhaps looking for a second if he can find a shot, and he can't do it. Mateo Kovacic with a good tackle there in midfield. It's Estupinian. It's Mateo Kovacic. To Estupinian. Inwards to Wataruendo, either one. Ivan Perisic now versus Sven Botman. Botman now, that's a good tackle. It's Botman to Palhinha, to Torres, and back to Palhinha again. It's Diogo Jota. And can't slip it through to Palhinha, past Estupinian. Mateo Kovacic now to Ibaraki Eze, Crystal Palace player in real life. Mateo Kovacic. Going to get past Pau Torres. We'll have to get past Botman now, and a good tackle by Sven Botman. It's Palhinha to Torres, and back to Palhinha again. So good play there by Ivan Perisic, and now with it again. Palhinha having to work forwards. Sven Botman inwards to Wataruendo. Callum Wilson tackled by Varane and cleared away. And that one was a little sketchy then, you'd have to admit. It's Kulusevski to Mateo Kovacic. Tackled by Casemiro. No, not quite. It's with Endo. Endo the shot. Good save by Pickford. Sorry, that's not Pickford. That's Ramsdale. Get my keepers confused. Apologize. Kulusevski to take the corner. Well, Liverpool have been looking good for the past 15 minutes or so. Corner played in. Oh, hang on a minute. It's going to be a penalty. It'll go against Raphael Varane. Now, what's happened here? Has it gone down as a handball? What's the call? Well, I'm afraid we're just not going to get a good angle from there. I'm sorry. I'll have to do some investigative work. So, corner being played in. We're looking for Raphael Varane in the center. I'm actually not sure what the call is here. Has the referee classified his shoulder? Unless has it hit his hand? No. What exactly is the call here? He's not played the elbow into Callum Wilson. Oh, has it? No, I mean, it's actually looked as if it's almost hit his head before anything else. No contact with anything there. Yeah, I no idea what the call is there. Usually I'm able to dissect something like that, but no, I can't. It'll be Callum Wilson with the penalty here. 31st minute. And that one's going to be put away. So Callum Wilson puts it away from the spot. It's all square here at Anfield. Due to a referee decision that I can't quite put my finger on what the call was. Good shot nonetheless. Ramsdale's not getting anywhere close to that. Well, suddenly, Chris, I was going to say, Liverpool did look better the past 15 minutes or so. I didn't think they were going to end up scoring on a penalty, and that was not kind of what I expected. But it's Moussa Diaby with it now. Diaby may have space. It's Diaby still. Can't get around Diaz in defense. Estupinian now versus Diaby. Diaby actually tackles well, but Estupinian gets it back, and it's with Ivan Perisic. To Romero, to Estupinian, to Romero again. There's Perisic, to Romero, to Diaz. It's Callum Wilson, who's tackled. First half drawing to a close here. It's Cody Gakpo. Oh, Gakpo might have some space here. He's got to get past Diaz next. Trying to get it to Diaby. No, Diaby's still with it. I thought Estupinian came up with it. Not the case. Diaby to Casemiro. To Gonzalo Montiel. Has to try to get around Perisic. Can't do it. It's Ivan Perisic now. Perisic versus Torres. Torres, who's done very well. Him and Sven Botman on that right side have played some brilliant defense. It's going to be a throw for Liverpool. As Abera Chiese. Inwards to Wataru Endo. And tackled. Going to have probably 2 minutes added time here. Just the 1 minute then. It's Diaby. Diaby. Oh, Estupinian gets in the way. Well, that'll do it for the first half. Amazingly still, Crystal Palace, despite being second to the table versus the last place club, can't find an advantage. Remember, the reverse fixture between these two sides finished level at 2-2. That was back in Matchday 7, and still, Crystal Palace can't find a way around Liverpool. 1-1 the score at half. Still 45 minutes to come. Anything can happen. Well, we'll look at Palace having more of the ball, only just. Liverpool with more shots. Best performing player so far. Cody Gakpo at a 6.9. Pretty nice score there. Callum Wilson, 6.4. Ivan Perisic, 6.3. Wataru. Okay, I'll definitely remember that. Wow. This has to be, I will say this. Very good game here so far. Despite the penalty being called for what we still don't really know, to be sure. But Liverpool with the ball. It's Mateo Kovacic, has Callum Wilson. Rafael Varane can't make a tackle. It's with Abera Chiese. Tried to play it to Kulusevski. Lucas Digne got in the way. Diogo Jota now to Cody Gakpo. Gakpo to Paulinho. Diogo Jota. Oh, Moussa Diaby may have a shot, and it is. Crystal Palace up 2-1. Moussa Diaby. Well, very similar to the first goal in the first half. Palace strike early. A lot of time left in this game. Great pass from Diogo Jota. Musa's well onside. Estupinian can't cover him. He's thinking there's a man behind him even further on the right side. 2-1 to Crystal Palace. There's Endo having Kulusevski now. It's Endo to Kulusevski. Did Lucas Digne get to him? Good battle here. Oh! Well, I tell you what, that was one of the more stern challenges we've seen, and the referee doesn't call it. To be fair with you, when you take a player out from behind like that, usually penalty is the first thing to come to mind. Certainly was. And I'm the manager of this Crystal Palace squad. Even I'm saying that's a penalty. It's Diogo Jota. Can't get past Diaz. Back to Hugo Lloris in goal. A good tackle. And now Paulinho with it. Back to Rafael Varane. There's Torres. To Paulinho. Casemiro. Tackled easily. Now about an hour gone. Abarakieze trying to move forwards. It's Callum Wilson, who's tackled by Varane. Oh, and Callum Wilson's down. Raphael Varane has landed on top of him in the process of making that challenge, and Callum Wilson down on the floor. Is getting back up, though, and he's holding his shoulder. Looks like as if he's going to be able to continue. That's good news. There's Abarakieze. Stern challenge again. There's Diogo Jota inwards to Torres. Lucas Digne. To Torres again. To Casemiro. Sven Botman, who's played a pretty good game in defense so far today. There's Diaby. To Cody Gakpo. Gakpo this shot. And it's going to be out for a goal kick, and I believe we're going to have a substitution being made. Yes, we do. It'll be Paulinho being replaced then by Alexander Isak. Another forward being brought on here. Alexander Isak's put in a couple for Palace this season, not exactly having made the impact that Palace was hoping for. Here's Endo. Yeah, a little surprising. What they've done, they've moved Moussa Diaby back to into midfield. They've had Isak play that right winger slot now. That's what it appears, at least for the time being. Diaby in midfield might be a good choice. He can pass well, and he's got some pace to back it up. 20 minutes remain here at Anfield. There's Diaz. Kyle Walker, back to Diaz. Here's Abarakieze to Wataru Endo. Oh, Endo may have space here. He's got to get past Casemiro first, and he's got Lucas Digne there as well. But with Kulusevski, brought down is Montiel. And a good tackle by the recovering Montiel, getting Abarakieze off the ball. And now it's Diogo Jota. Jota may have player forward here. It's Alexander Isak. Oh, good tackle. Isak brought down on the side. Oh, Ivan Perisic easily past Sven Botman. And now Raphael Varane has to commit. Callum Wilson may have room in the middle here. Oh, but the passing a little bit hesitant. Still Liverpool with it, looking well. It's Endo to Callum Wilson, tackled. And now with Diogo Jota. Liverpool fans hoping for a penalty. Cody Gakpo, can he get past Kyle Walker? Backheel pass inwards to Jota. Jota trying to get past Kyle Walker. Oh, and I believe it's going to be down to offsides here. Yep, that's exactly what it is. And a substitution being made. Pau Torres being replaced then by Scott McTominay. Another cameo this season for Scott McTominay. Only a second time playing this season for Palace. Oh, Abarakieze is going to end up with it. Here's Eze. To Callum Wilson, who's tackled by Varane. Cody Gakpo. And Crystal Palace have to pass carefully here. But you got Callum Wilson and Abarakieze pressing noticeably high up the pitch. Casemiro, McTominay to Isak. Isak can't end up with it. Back to Endo. 5 minutes remain. It's Kulusevski versus Gonzalo Montiel. Oh, Callum Wilson. Oh, and Lucas Digne. Oh, hang on a minute. It's back with Endo. Here's Kulusevski. Working inwards, it's Callum Wilson. Tackled and cleared by Raphael Varane. And the Liverpool fans hoping for a penalty, but they're not going to get one. 2 minutes remain. Probably some added time still to be played. It's Casemiro, has Lucas Digne. To Diaby, to Gakpo. To Digne. Digne has men in the middle. Oh, it's Diogo Jota. Back to Diaby. Moussa Diaby off the woodwork. Can he get a second opportunity? No. Some good defending. And it ends up with the hands of Hugo Lloris. 2 minutes added time. Liverpool have to move quickly. It's Kulusevski to Abarakieze to Callum Wilson. Good tackle from Gonzalo Montiel, and Crystal Palace go top of the table with their final match to be played next time out, away at Wrexham. Liverpool played a fantastic game, but I'm afraid it goes down as another loss. Fantastic day of matches here. 2 rounds left in the season, and it's all going to come down to next time out. Arsenal will play in host crew Alexandra. Palace will be away at Wrexham. Big game in Matchday 17. That'll be next time.